Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry, presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. As I suspected, it was the people that were outside that needed the healing. I healed a little bit in the store, right? But nobody specifically jumped out at me as they did as needing healing. So they were presented while I arrived on scene here at the cursed Walmart. So I was in there and I got gas and I left my credit card out here. And I had a brain fart. I used one of my Walmart pay cards, which was zero out to be end of cycle zero. Again, they're cursing that. They hate the fact that I'm beating all the balances on my credit cards. But I mean, it's only for like $6 or something, but still, there's no way to zero it out. If you have rewards, you can apply those and then you go to a minus balance. So anything that might hit the day that your card flips or that your statement flips won't be counted because it'll be, still down at below zero. I got to remember to do that just in case I need to use the card for some reason, carry a negative balance on the credit card. All you have to do is wait to use rewards till after you pay. I think I did my rewards first. Thank you, Larry. So, again, if you're rehousing people, but you're unhousing people on the other hand, no matter what your excuse is, you're going to get zero credit. In fact, God will punish you for that in hell. 100%. Because that's what Jesus condemned the Sadducees and Pharisees for. And theoretically, Herod and all of them. Appearances don't apply. I mean, you're all making appearances, and it is what it is. But then there's God's judgment. Well, denounce it. If you have any concern as to whether you're doing it out, denounce it. Denounce it within your government. Denounce it within your community. Don't try to play that game where, the person's got issues and we got to get them medicated before we let them have housing. If that's what you're doing, then you'll burn in hell, because I'm part of it helping you rehouse in spirit, which is pretty big spirit, 100%. And in ideas. I still think we should do an RV thing. You get rid of those nasty RVs before you have like a breakout of typhoid or something. 100%. And then run an RV park, part of your housing in LA. Find some parking lots, run RV parks where you actually do sanitation service. But yet, you can employ the idea that they didn't. I mean, that was part of my idea. I don't think I was a part of the Albuquerque one, but I was part of the vibration. I think I had to come up with that idea. And I know I did, even before that, right? Because in Florida, I was coming up with that idea also. Everybody can have a job in home city. So the concept's like Walmart. Remember years ago, I think when Walmart was honest before they became a partner and they decided to unhouse people and throw them in the jail for psychological warfare caused shoplifting. Remember, the person used to be sit at the front, and he couldn't. Sometimes you didn't even know what they were saying, but you just felt good because that person was sitting on that stool, had the job, and you knew life was good because we cared for people that were disabled. Right. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. That same concept in the unhoused. When somebody's unhoused and we want to put them to work, we can always find a job, even if it's just standing at the front of the office. So they trade off every hour, whatever it is. Hi, how are you? Can I help you? 100%. I know Lowe's and Walmart. Is it around here? I think it's around here. I don't think it was Oklahoma. I think it was a couple in Oklahoma with disabled people, right? They were employed. Yes, God, I would love to have that house. Oh, and it's not God. Oh, it's. Oh, I have to kill somebody for it. No, that's okay. You can keep the house. Oh, just unhouse somebody, and then I can have that house. You can keep it. It'll burn in hell with all of you. Okay, Lord. It was actually God, but that's how it works. We're trying to do a presentation there of what these people are like and why they do it. They're not protecting the community. They get for it. Wired to Satan. Go that way. Actually, I'm supposed to go the way this vehicle just came from. Concert Road. Does it go anywhere? Yeah. So, renounce any effort to unhouse people. Just renounce it. Whether it be law enforcement abusing the community, whether it be private sector abusing the community. I mean, you should say it. So that there's no doubt that you're not behind the unhousing of anybody for any reason. No, vigilante gangs are unhousing people. Heal in the name of Jesus. You should put a fence up over here. Your kids are on the patio and somebody can run up and grab them. Put a fence around that house so you can let them out there alone. Give him a ticket. Kids in the backyard alone without a fence. I inquired in what was that store in Naples? I had these kids running around. And again, I'm not against Mexican kids, but I mean, you just don't let kids run rampant in the store. So I went to the I don't know if he's a manager. I said, what's the policy with these kids here? I mean, my kids never used to run. I mean, once my daughter got away. I mean, it was an obvious. She was risk of flight that day or whatever. And what she would do is she would run through the racks, and then she would come out the other side of a rack, like, poof, and she'd disappear, and then she'd show up. That's the only time I remember my kids not being in my view. Because she ran away. But she says, I know, and we can't do anything. I said, okay. Oh, I'm on concert again. Obviously, this is the way I'm supposed to go. No, it's pointing the other direction. Wait, does this go the other way? Maybe back where I started. This is going to take me out, right, to the place I need to be, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. Going back and around in a circle. But then again, I might need to heal something over. Okay, heal meth and death via meth. health problems from meth and meth. Thank you. Yeah, these people they're all intoxicated with their positions, their money. Right. Like Musk. Musk's nobody. I don't know if you can see that. He's a propped up stooge. Drug addicted stooge. The whole Twitter thing is so whack. And like, who really reads? I mean, who views that many tweets in a day? Like Mr. Beast was like, I've used up all my tweet views today, and now I'm effed or something like that. There's no way he looked at that many tweets, right? There's no human that looks at that many tweets. Right. Meanwhile, everybody's going, I can't believe he did that. We're paying, you know. There's no human that looks at that many tweets, right? That would be, who knows? I mean, some of the reason is gather that data. But then again, some of it may actually be denial of service, right? You see it as scraping, but somebody may be malicious, like a spy, and go, oh, he can actually do denial of service this way and make it look like scraping. 100%. Or it may not even be anybody that's involved in scraping. They could sit back and go, if we get enough people into scraping, they'll crash Twitter. Yeah, F Elon Musk. That's how spies work. They'll change an entire world just to get people to hate me. A bunch of peons that sit in the government. On computers all day. I mean, it's real. I mean, at first it's a little weird. They have to wow. I'm like, oh, they're doing it on purpose. Sirens, sirens, emergency, emergency, sirens. I better not be a fake number. Better not be running code around your community for joyride jollies. People get hurt that way. 100%. Actually. Yeah, 4th of July don't mean shit to me. We're post the United States of America. It's over already. 100%. I'm going to celebrate a fake holiday. Meanwhile, all the crooked organized crime people that took over the world are like, oh no, America's the same. You people are traitors. This is wonderful freedom, isn't it? I have freedom. You can freedom to do what? Kill your neighbor? That's your freedom? For a few dollars? It's going on big time. 100%. Where I love the Sprite. I just had a Sprite. I'm like, Sprite. It's hot out there, I guess. I don't know, dehydrated or something. I don't. I just had every once in a while I get a craving for something like a Sprite. Sometimes I get cravings for like a gallon of milk in 24 hours. hours later, darling, I know it's milk for the cereal. Just bought one. Once in a while, I get like a Sprite, and here they call the other Sprite, their Sprite, Starry, spelled like Larry, but with an ST. What a burger! I'm just so sick of like natural grocers and and what's the other place? Sprouts. They raise their prices for the rich people. If you don't know what's going on, they're putting out anybody that doesn't have money. And that's part of the reason they went after me. If I had money, they wouldn't come after me. That's why they make sure you don't have any money. Right. It's another scam or let the games begin assassination thing that they use. They're so mad because I didn't leave. If I would have left to like go to Colorado Springs, they all would have got their Weinstein bonuses. Why do you look like the Popo? Are you a deep stater that gave the Popo spiritual identity to? And they drugged me. It was horrible when they started drugging me. It's great before that. I just laugh at them. It's like the day the music died. You know, that could happen again if I was on a happy pill. Yeah, I'll show you a happy pill, all right. How many you want? I mean, God will arrange it so you have your happy pills, all of you. Probably half of you are on some happy shit anyway. While you let the drug dealers deal, the sex traffickers traffic. Why do you look like a popo? Because I'm in a surplus vehicle, sir. Actually, that person did not have the signature. There's a difference. Like that vehicle looked nothing like a police vehicle. Had the signature for whatever reason. I mean, it could be projected independently for me to see that and be feared or something. And the other one was in actually a surplus vehicle. And it didn't even look like a police vehicle. I would have had a lot more new people to say hi to this weekend if I was in Olathe instead of all the drunks and dope smokers at my current residence. I'm sure there've been a few, but probably not as many. I would have been some like normal people. If I could have a normal person conversation, oh my god, a normal person. Why don't they live where I live? Sometimes it's just in people's heads. Sometimes I'm like road signs. A series of road signs. Of course, God does it, but it's part of like my stuff on Earth. People just like, big fluffy white clouds. It didn't rain enough. That's what happens. Now we're gonna have a hotter week. When they calculated the cooler week, there was additional rain. Right. So I mean, it's still gonna be cooler, but at a certain point. But there's gonna be a couple hot days. Okay. A lot of times, that's sometimes what triggers the cooling trend. That it actually heats up real high. But what happens is when you have a heat wave, that's what throws it off. Like so, we'll have 2 like hot days, and then it'll cool. Right. Ah, the solar flares! Sun just came out. They should do a movie like that. Like the solar flares are killing people. There was evil upon the earth. And they're like the solar flares start killing people for being evil. It turns out that like John Hagee's brother is a child molester. It's like a weird world. Like all these years after they try to put that on me, and believe me, they're trying to force me into it. I read it perfectly. If what they want to say, because most people won't speak about it, right? Because they're afraid to, right? So, they want to say, well, if he reacts to it, that means he is it. Bullshit, all of it. They're very sick people. They're trying to cause mental illness to the point of pedophilia in the lives of their victims. Oh my gosh. Using high-level psychological methods. Again, what was going on in Golden Valley prior to those officers departing. 100%. Hail in the name of Jesus. We see that little girl on her bicycle. I'll go off on her. Parents better be around her. I think that was the road she was riding down. Maybe this one. No, it was that one, I think. I wonder if they hear me in their head. She'll never ride her bike alone again. Until she's of age. Now I was being CIA the whole time. In Miami, I thought it was just, sometimes you think it's just spiritual events taking place, but then I was able to, kind of split what was really spiritual and what was the CIA trying to feign it to try to control the thought process to get me like to be a cult dude or something weird, 100%. Oh, because I draw the line at unlawful behavior. That's why they couldn't do it. Unlike them. Like some new people around here trying to figure out if they're operators. They're showing signs. Well, because they come into my view, and operators will come into your view and try to attract you to do something wrong while possessing your mind after being isolated and tortured by law enforcement for an extended period of time. Because it's natural as you'll seek a woman or something like that after being tortured. There's that dude just drinking still. He's like a real felon, and he can't get an apartment, but it's just 2 possession felonies, no intent to distribute or anything like that. They told him he can get rid of it, just get a lawyer, and it's enough years forward, they'll just expunge it. And he said he can't afford it. He goes, I'm going to try to do it myself. Thank you, Larry. Thanks, Larry. So healed in the name of Jesus. There's why I went around the block again. Oh, it's that guy's wife. Okay. The guy I was talking to from Georgia that's retired military. He's got a big VA thing going. Right. Don't let that system beat you. They didn't deny it. They just didn't approve it. That's what he said. They didn't deny your claim. They just didn't approve it. Don't let them beat you. I said, nah, it's corruption. They follow me around and I get people to do shit like that if they can. I mean, I'm Desert Storm. I mean, it's obvious that I have something. Right. Okay, Larry. Although if they didn't interrupt my health pursuits, I would have been able to probably keep it at bay. 100%. That whole law is bullshit. I've already spoke to one other person on a like a VA call-in line. It wasn't like I'm suicidal or anything, but trying to figure out what to do. And he said, I got the same thing. They won't approve my Persian Gulf. But doesn't mean mine's the same thing, right? So it is what it is. This guy works. He's an employed person, but I don't know if he knows it's me or not. But he drinks all weekend. He's a happy drunk. He's not a mad drunk, at least that I've seen. But that was, the I guess they were getting serious with any possession type of charge. Right. He ended up 2 possession charges. Says, he makes great money. He can't get an apartment because he's got the felony. But he says, I work. I have I have great income. I have 4 times what they require. But I have to live here. He's actually moving, I think, to the cheaper one. He doesn't have anything in his apartment or his room, so he's gonna move to the smaller one. Save about $100 a month. I don't know what that's about. It's weird. Woman's going off with her family, I think, to live with the one guy here. Boy, they chain smoke here like crazy. A lot of people I met here chain smoke. Right. Hopefully that guy made it back to Houston okay, and he's hopefully doing better. So he was doing a VA disability, and the doctor said he was incompetent for some reason. I think denied him. I guess he was, maybe claiming PTSD or something. He goes, you're simply incompetent or something. He went and appealed it. He got his disability. He goes, the doctor said you're here. You're here on time. We're having a conversation about what's going on in your life. You're not incompetent. But that just shows you what the VA does. No, it could have been a hit. It could have very easily been a hit. Right. Especially since as soon as I spoke to him, and again, it could be random, but a Lenexa PD guy showed up, or gal. I don't know who it was. I wasn't looking. But they showed up and drove past. Right. So again, if I were to speak to him again and something happened like that around it, then that would mean it was some sort of hit. Psychological warfare hit. Well, stay peaceful,